Good morning and happy Wednesday. It's your Pisces MC, Trevor Quincy. Today is September 27, 2023. And right now, currently in the sky, the sun is currently in Libra. So major focus is around relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business, contract, marriage, and union are also applicable here too. Now, as the sun is ingressing towards Mars, we can sense this energy and drive towards these themes of relationships, partnerships, even with business endeavors as well. Just watch for frustrations depending on which area of life that Libra may be in for you during this time. Also, watch out for spontaneous and impulsive actions during this time too, pertaining to relationships, partnerships, and interpersonal connection. This could also be with fated events too, because the North Node is in Aries as well as Chiron. So there could be wounds that may be coming up in regards to relationships, partnerships, or even business dealings that could be fated. So definitely watch out for that as well. Definitely see if any wounds pop up, how you can take action to move towards healing, not only yourself, but other people as well too. Okay, moving on, we do have Pluto in Capricorn retrograde right now. It's at 27 degrees, so Pluto's really asking us to revisit and reevaluate any lessons pertaining to transformation, how we can be our most vulnerable selves, and really step into our power. Okay, when it's in Capricorn, it's dealing with career, status, legacy, life's work, hardships, or karmic lessons as well. Now, here in the United States, Pluto is going through its second round of the Pluto return. For those who don't know, here in the United States, we actually had a Pluto return back in February of 2022. In the United States birth chart, Pluto is at 27 degrees, 33 arc minutes. And right now, Pluto is actually at 27 degrees, 56 arc minutes. So it is a high possibility that we will see that second round of the Pluto return. So what can we expect from that here in the United States? Well, Pluto is all about exposing things, getting to the bottom of things, bringing about the truth in order to step in one's power. And when it does deal with mundane astrology, this is really putting into perspective the authority figures in our society, people that we've given authority to, perhaps if they're not transitioning from Capricorn to Aquarius, from doing things for the collective or doing things on a big scale for self, juxtaposed transitioning into community, humanitarianism, really caring for the collective as well. If they don't make that transition, they will be exposed on a public matter. With Pluto and Capricorn, this is also why you're seeing celebrities kind of like phase out, things that are coming out about celebrities that have kind of just been, beneath the light as well. I know Saturn and Pisces also has a role to play in that as well. But with Pluto and Capricorn, it's really important to see where can you be your most vulnerable self, light and shadow attributes both together within career, status, legacy, and life's work, depending on where Capricorn is in your chart, okay? Then we have Saturn and Pisces, as we were just talking about before. With Saturn and Pisces, Saturn wants to make your dreams a tangible reality. With it being retrograde, what can we learn, or what did we learn in previous cycles, lessons, whatever, that we can utilize to make our dreams that tangible reality? Saturn's all about consistency, structure, organization. So how can we implement something within our day-to-day or within our life, whatever we're doing, to make our dreams our tangible reality? Definitely pay attention to your emotions at this time, as well as your intuition, because Moon in Pisces is a very intuitive placement. But since the Moon is in Pisces, be sure to see what is in alignment with your emotions, because Pisces is a pure sign, so it goes based off of feeling, pure thoughts as well. So I would just say pay attention to your emotional well-being during this time. It could lead you to at least start the process, if not progress on your process to make your dreams the tangible reality. Also paying attention to your dreams, any visions that you may be having as well. Since Neptune has the influence in Pisces, it's at home in Pisces, so it deals with the subconscious as well. Also, subconscious reprogramming may be a thing to look into during this time for people's spiritual journey, since Saturn here can show you the reality of what your subconscious may be manifesting for you at this time, okay? Then we have North Node in Chiron and Aries. We talked a little bit about that when we first started the forecast. Now with North Node, it's bringing fated events towards self-identity, independence, taking action towards our life's direction, as well as giving back to ourselves through self-nourishment as well. With Chiron here, this can bring about wounds when we are being ourselves or when we are taking action towards the things that we want and people may project. It's really important that we don't take on that projection, but really just focus on ourselves, focus on our own independence, and also focus on what direction that we'd like to take in life too. Since Mars right now is currently manifesting through Libra, other people, relationships, partnerships, connections, even, I wouldn't say networking because that's more of Aquarius, but partnerships per se in terms of business could also be applicable here too. But since Mars is sitting in its balance point or its sister sign in detriment, it is going to require a bit more work because Mars is an independent sign, and when it's in Libra, it does tend to merge with other people. So finding the independence within a relationship, as well as not rushing through any business endeavors, will definitely help you to heal yourself and potentially help to heal other people during this time too. Just be sure to take your time thinking before doing instead of doing and then thinking after, okay? Yes, we're going to get to the readings in just a second. I'm just finishing up on the forecast, okay? We do have Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus right now. Now, Jupiter retrograde usually gives blessings based off of what we did when Jupiter was direct. So wherever Taurus is in your chart, if you've been paying attention to what Jupiter has been trying to tell you or the experiences, taking advantage of the opportunities that it's bringing you, usually Jupiter retrograde does tend to bless you. When it's in Taurus, it could be material finances or material income for you. It could even just be a further establishing of your worth and value as well. It could be you filling back up your own cup, really focusing on self-replenishment. It could also be you focusing more on your immediate family during this time too. With Uranus here, just be sure not to overspend or spend more than what is coming in during this time too. Uranus is at a critical degree, so that is really just a great awakening, a sudden shift. So notice any sudden shifts around the area of Taurus, wherever that may lie in your chart, to see if in the case that you are actually following your own worth and value, or undervaluing or overvaluing yourself, seeing where you can value yourself more per se, but seeing where you could be holding yourself back to. That's all Uranus energy. But it's all sudden. It tends to happen quickly. Okay? Moving on, we do have Venus in Leo. It's now time to become confident, expressive about what it is that we want in relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, as well as our own personal worth and value. What is it that we value? What is it that we find to be worthy? How can we fill back up our own cups, as well as fill back up the cups of people that we really care for? And how can we really enjoy life for its recreation as well? That's Venus and Leo energy. Now, with Venus and Leo energy, just watch out for overindulgence, having too much fun, because, Venus and Leo energy likes to have fun. Venus is in planetary joy in the 5th house in Hellenistic astrology. So Venus does well in the sign of Leo, but confidence will be needed, as well as really just refraining from overindulging, over self-splurging as well too, okay? We do have Mercury in Virgo. Mercury right now is at a critical degree. It is out of the retrograde period, but we are still in a shadow period. So it is possible to see effects from the retrograde still manifesting during this time. Now, with Mercury in Virgo, there could be communicative endeavors, developing skills around your personal development and your physical health. Work schedules, routine can definitely be applicable, especially around any visions or thoughts that you may be having. Really executing it within your day-to-day will establish balance between making your dreams a tangible reality and actually, taking action towards that process, okay? Now, with Mercury in Virgo, just be sure that we are not self-critical or critical of others during this time, because that could definitely be at its height, okay? But that's all I am seeing so far for the current transits. I am doing readings today. They're going to be $15, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all 3 platforms, TRZO LLC. Just be sure to include your birth information when you're sending that donation, like date, time, location, like the example that you see right up there. For international birthdays, just be sure to format that month, day, year. And if in the case that you forget to send your information, you can send it to my Instagram at TRZO, TRESCZO. All right, but I am going to give away a free reading today. So a free reading for the first person that can correctly answer the following. What is the current approximate difference in terms of degree between tropical and sidereal astrology? I'm looking for a number, okay? What is the current approximate difference in terms of degree between tropical and sidereal astrology? The first person that can answer that will get a free reading today. All right, and then I just have a bit more information. If you'd like to book a private reading, you can always do so. You can go to the link in my bio under Universal Analysis. I do offer astrology, numerology, and tarot services, whichever one is most applicable to you. I also do combo readings if in the case you want a mixed match of the services, okay? But I do spend an hour looking at the chart. We laugh, we cry, it's all the A words. It's a good time, So if in the case that you're interested in a private reading, Universal Analysis is your way to go. It says book reading, so you can't miss it. All right, and then I do have astrology books for the people that do still like to read. I have 2 books, actually. I have the Beginner's Guide to Life Astrology edition. I have the Astrological Tea, Falling Down the Rabbit Hole. Both books, I think, are a great read. The Beginner's Guide to Life teaches you about the astrology basics, even teaches you how to read your own chart. So if you're interested in that, definitely give that a read. As well as the Astrological Tea, Falling Down the Rabbit Hole, definitely just gives more opinions on astrology in the mainstream, the difference between sidereal and true sidereal, as well as tropical astrology. I even put some opinions about draconic astrology as well. So if in the case that you're interested in that, you can look to Trevor Sebastian Publishing. The link is also in the bio as well. All right, so that is our lineup for today. I'm just going to go ahead and get this set up over here and just keep this up if anybody has any questions. I'm going to start the poll. because I want to see what's your rising sign. What's your rising sign? You know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces last time. I'm not upset about that. I'm not bitter, but that's all right. I feel like we are going to win today because we won the last 2 times, or no, well, the 3 times. But no, it was 2 times because I did it 3 times altogether. But last time I think Aries, Leo, Sagittarius won, but I forgot to stop it. So, Silvery. All right, we got Taurus rising. Hey, Sagittarius rising. Hey. Aqua rising. Come on, Scorpio. We see you. So definitely let me know. But also, if in the case that you want that free reading, I'm going to ask the question a couple more times for people that are just coming in. Okay, so the question was, what is the current approximate difference in terms of degree between tropical and sidereal astrology? 20 minutes difference? I'm not looking for difference. Remember, it's in terms of degree. There we go. 24 is the correct answer. Dirty Spoolie. I'm going to write the username until I get a name, okay? But you can put your information on here. I prefer you just send it on Instagram. That way people don't see your information unless you just don't care, okay? But the correct answer... my name is Swarthy. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Yes, the correct answer is 24 degrees. If we're taking a look at axial precession. So axial precession is the rotation of the Earth's axis, and it plays a big role in astrology, especially in sidereal astrology, since they observe axial precession. Tropical astrology doesn't observe axial precession. That's why every year on the spring equinox, it represents 0 degrees Aries. Whereas in sidereal astrology, that is going to be moving back every 72 years, 1 degree. Okay, so the difference between tropical and sidereal right now are currently around 24 degrees. It's like 23 degrees and 56 arc minutes, something around 24. Okay, but every 72 years, that distance is getting larger by 1 degree. And so the ages are actually determined based off of axial precession. Right now, there's a lot of talk about being in the age of Aquarius, feeling the Aquarian energy, but according to fact, we're actually not going to be in the age of Aquarius for another 288 to 360 years as per sidereal astrology. We will actually not even be in the age of Aquarius for another 137 years according to tropical astrology. We're still in the age of Pisces, and what determines that? The spring equinox. So if you're changing the spring equinox to sidereal astrology, you'll see that the sun still falls into Pisces. It's roughly about 4 degrees or 5 degrees depending on the Ayanamsha that you use. But it's only when that sun gets into Aquarius, because of axial precession, that we will be in the age of Aquarius. Until then, we're still in the age of Pisces. And we have ages, phases, and eras. I made videos about that long ago, but if you guys want to know more information, let me know. But the correct answer was 24 degrees. I always wonder why they specifically chose those 12 constellations. Right, and then there's also Ophiuchus, which has its toe between Scorpio and Sagittarius, and we don't really take a look at Ophiuchus all that much, but I know Athen Chimenti, I don't know if anybody watches Mastering the Zodiac. I used to watch his videos all the time, because when I first learned about axial precession, he was literally the only person talking about it. I know Mystic Rebels talked a little bit about it, but I don't know, like when he talks about the phases that we're in, because right now we're in the Gemini phase, we're ingressing into the Cancer phase, that's the whole transition right now. I personally believe that it is based off of the Pluto placements, but I know it doesn't really line up like that all the time. No, but the Cancer phase is supposed to start in 2025. Like everything is kind of systematic in its own way, but of course energy doesn't go alongside the our own man-made time, of course. But everything is kind of like systematic. You can't get to the next age unless you went through all the signs in the eras. And you can't get to the next era if you didn't go through all the signs within the phases, okay? So right now we are in the Gemini phase of the Pisces era in the age of Pisces. It's not until we finish all the phases within the Pisces era that we get to the age of Aquarius, okay? So we have some more time before experiencing the Aquarian age. It would be rare unless we come up with some medical, advancement that allows us to stay here forever, which who would want to do that? But unless we come up with some technology advancement that allows us to be here for another 360 years maximum, we will not see the Aquarian age in this lifetime. But we are in the major transition. We're in the home run because we're in the last era before seeing the age of Aquarius. So you're going to see a lot of things start to change. You're going to see a lot of technological advances come to pass. You're going to see a lot of people really progressing society forward with some innovative and original ideas as well too. But We're not in the actual energy of it. Now, Athen Chimenti actually did make he made a video saying that the only reason why we're feeling this Aquarius energy is because the sun, technically, when we're looking at the spring equinox chart, the sun falls into the 11th house, but that would assume that Aries is on the ascendant every single time, which is not the case. But that could be a possibility if you look at that from the true sidereal perspective. But let's see here. Ooh, I just wanted to click on it. Faye, it's actually 24 degrees. So a lot of people do say 23 degrees is because if you were born prior to 1950 per se, or if you were born in between, I would say like prior to 2010, basically, it's going to be 23 degrees. But right now it's more closer to 24 degrees. So that's why I said, what is the current approximate difference in terms of degree between tropical and sidereal? All right. So, Sporty, I owe you a reading, and then readings are open for those who would like a reading as well. I'm just going to start off with Sporty. I don't think we have oldies here. Sometimes we do. We get lucky. You know, we get all types of people on our lives. So I'm not really mad about it, you know. But, ooh, silly me, I'm rude. I didn't even ask how everybody was doing this morning. How is everybody doing this morning? How is everybody enjoying Libra season? We finally made it. Virgo season wasn't that bad for me. Like, it's a third house energy. But, like, I don't know. Like, I'm glad that we're in Libra season because I'm feeling it more. Maybe it's because it's my fourth house. I don't know. But today's a sunny day. There's not a cloud in sight at the moment. I'm supposed to be going to Dave & Buster's with my roommate later. So I'm excited for that. And, I don't know. I'm really feeling better during this Libra season, though Mars is here, so maybe that it's the motivation too. But I don't know. I do feel like something big is about to happen. I don't know if anybody else has been feeling that too. Maybe it's just the shift from Virgo to Libra. Don't know. But we're about to find out. Let's see here. I'm so excited. Read me down. Oh, you already know what's coming. So happy it's Libra season. Same here. It's my moon season. So I'm gonna have a new moon, basically. A new moon in my own natal chart. From a Taurus rising and Sag sun. Yeah, let's see here. Taurus rising, Libra would be in your 6th house. Okay, so I would say major focus is on your day-to-day responsibilities, daily endeavors, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. I've been feeling lighter, more creative. Yeah, that's how I've been feeling too. Like Virgo season, I wasn't feeling that. I was feeling a little like blocked and too much in my head too. But now I'm feeling more better. That was not the correct English, but better. Oh, Smirk, by the way, whoever's a Smirk, if you're still here on my live, I got your answer. But no, 0 and 29 degrees is not it's not the difference between sidereal and tropical, but those are critical degrees for all the signs. All right, let's see here. Venusian comes through. It does. Let's see here. I feel confused today. I don't feel necessarily confused. I feel like, and I've been feeling this for a while, I feel like I'm in this weird void period where it's like I'm not who I used to be, but I'm not yet the person that I'm becoming. I feel like I'm in this weird middle. But things are going good. Things are working out. You know, I'm not complaining about anything. It's just, I don't feel confused. It's more like this void energy. I don't know if anybody else feels that too. I think we're feeling this Libra season because of the South Node is there too. Possibly, you know, I know it's at the later degrees at the moment, but I do wonder if that has an influence. Now, I know coming Friday, we're going to have our lunar eclipse. So we're probably feeling that too. Does anybody feel the lunar eclipse energy prior to like early before? I know for me, my chart ruler is actually Moon in Libra. And, yeah, my chart ruler is Moon in Libra, and I'm a Cancer rising. So every eclipse, I tend to feel it beforehand. Like during, I never feel it, or after. It's always before. But let's see here. The moon was in... Oh, no, it's going to be a full moon in Aries. So it's happening in my 10th house. Oh, God. Oh, God. So that's career, status, legacy, lives where, pray for me. Somebody might blow up. Who knows? Let's see here. Yes, I feel more motivated in my routine, taking care of my health, too. Very Virgo energy, too. Let's see here. Same. But I feel like I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, like I know what it is that I want to do. I have an idea of what that is. But it's like right now I'm in this void period of like, things are happening behind the scenes, but I'm still doing my day-to-day endeavors. I'm excited who you're going to be. Me too. You know, like I'm not going to lie. I could not envision what life was going to be like. Like, you know how people in spirituality, they say you need to have a vision for your life or whatever. But if I look back at like my life and growing up and things like that, like I didn't have a vision after high school. Like after high school, I just wanted to live life, you know? But I'm excited to see what it's going to pop up. This Pisces MC is going to reveal itself sooner or later. I'll tell you that. Let's see here. Just sent through PayPal for a reason, for a reading. Wow, if I can speak. All right, Desi, I got you. Just give me 1 second. Just waiting for it to load up. Got it. Then we have Desi. We're just chatting right now. We're going to get to it in just a second. My chart ruler is Libra Mars. Oh, you're having a, no, wait. Oh, yeah, you're having a Martian return right now. Now, do we feel Martian returns? Do you feel like when Mars is like returning, especially because it's your chart ruler, so I would assume that you feel that. Right. You know, but we are about to find out for what's going on in your chart in just a second. But yeah, no, like I am very excited to see like how life is going to manifest. But for not just for myself, for everybody, like I'm excited to see how people that are like, you know, in their 20s now, like I kind of want to know like what's their 30s and their 40s going to be like. Like I just need to see that in my face. All right, Swarthy, let's get to you. We're going to start off these readings. And if you have any questions, let me know. Let me just take a look at the polls before we get started. Let's see who's in here today. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming out of the woodworks, 50%. I see that. And then there's the three-way tie between Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius really said that I'm sick and tired of losing. So I'm going to show up and show out today because it's Libra season. So it's my element. All right, let's see here. My crush turned 30 2 weeks ago and he hates it. Now, my thing is this, do people still, like, I know that, like, there are some people that still kind of dread turning 30. I kind of look forward to it. I don't know. Because, you know, being Saturn dominant and having to, like, do all this work within my 20s and my late teens, I'm kind of happy to see 30. Hopefully 30 looks cute and doesn't come with wrinkles because I'm just not trying to deal with that. I'm not. Like, look, I'm going to call this spade a spade. Like, I don't want 30 looking like how 30 looked for some people in 1990 and 1980. They had wrinkles before their wrinkles came in. Absolutely not. I said what I said. You know, 30 looked different back then. 30 doesn't look 30 today. 30 looks 15. You know, I'm trying to look like that when I'm at 30. Okay? Did he peak in high school? Oopsie. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Hider. Also, I'm trying to get my roommate to watch Kath and Kim. Does anybody know that show? It's a show that came out in the early 2000s, and I think it's a really fun time. I think it's the best noise, you know? But I feel like not many people know about that show, and I should spread more awareness. But I feel like I'm going to rewatch it again because I finally ended Friends yesterday after a couple of months of watching it. Like, when Saturn first went into Pisces, I was watching Friends a lot. And I ended the whole series yesterday, and now I'm looking for a new show. So now I'm on to The Nanny. But I'm like, I kind of want to rewatch Kath and Kim again. Who knows? People with prominent Saturn age backwards. At least that's what some astrologers say. And yeah, I've gotten that in my own personal reading that I was going to age backwards. But you know what? I'm not going to lie here because, you know, I'm not going to say that I was looking cute back then. You know, was I a treat? Possibly, maybe. But like the older I get, the sexier I feel. So you know what? Hopefully there's some truth to that. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's get started on the ratings. If you like Saturnians, wait until you see my charts. Ooh. Am I getting a surprise? All right, everyone, let's see how wow. So this is how I do my reading. So before we get to the lovely chart and we start dissecting, that's a word today. You know, before we start dissecting into the chart and getting into the placements and everything, I'm going to look to see if you have any critical degrees. What are critical degrees? Critical degrees are degrees of significant importance. Let me just move that over here so you can see them. So if you have any critical degrees, you want to pay attention to the sign and the house that they're in, okay? Because fated events, people, places, things, the nouns can come in, help you to grow and evolve in your journey. Could be a blessing, could be a lesson. Who knows? You know, you need to pay attention to what placement is going to transit that critical degree placement, okay? Let's see here. Oh, my crush has Saturn in Aquarius and he looks like 20. So it's true. I feel like those Saturn and Aquarius tend to look younger than the Saturn and Capricorns because you know Saturn and Capricorn is making people work, you know, so they may look 30 when they're 4. I said what I said. Okay, here we go. Sun 12 Aquarius, Moon 24 Scorpio, Mercury 19 Capricorn, Venus 28 Capricorn, Mars 5 Libra, Jupiter 2 Aquarius, Saturn 3 Aries, Uranus 5 Aquarius, Neptune 28 Capricorn, Pluto 5 Sagittarius, North Node 1 Libra retrograde, North Node's at a critical degree, Chiron 1 Scorpio, Ascendant 0 Leo, Scorpio, Ascendant's at a critical degree, MC 0 Leo, MC's at a critical degree as well. Okay, couple critical degrees. Your Sun is also sitting right on my Jupiter, like degree, Sun, like degree, arc minute, and all, you know. But yeah, 31 therefore, like, you know, Saturn and Capricorn drags them through the mud. Am I lying? Am I wrong? You know, like, they look 30 when they're 4, and then when you're 30, they look 4, you know, like, it's just backwards. It's giving Benjamin Button. I said what I said. All right, I have a lot to learn from you, Den. All right, let's see what we're going on up here. Is that Libra? No, you got the Scorpio ascendant, and then you got Chiron conjunct it. All right, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Part of your ascension requires you to focus on your healing journey, prioritizing your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, making peace with your past, as well as letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path, the path that you're meant to be on, okay? Very in tune with your emotions as well, but emotional regulation may have some issues there, okay? Scorpio moon, it's debilitated, so it's not going to be an energy that may be strong, you know, but tapping into the opposite energy of Taurus, so really prioritizing relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contract can actually make your emotional well-being stronger, okay? Just don't over-obsess over relationships. Also, don't over-obsess over your emotional well-being, of course, okay? You need to step into your power here, okay? That's what all that releasing is helping you to do, to step into your power. Now, that's not going to come easy. It may come with projection, which brings me to these wounds. Anytime when you felt like you wanted to be yourself, anytime when you wanted to establish your own identity or your own form of independence, people were always there to shut you down. These are wounds that run deep, okay? So it is important to cater after yourself, your identity, your independence, taking action towards your life's direction and giving back to yourself through self-nourishment, but also focusing on finding connections that you can be intimate and vulnerable in, but not too intimate and vulnerable, you know, for just the sense of like the sexual aspect, but rather on an intellectual, deep connection level, okay? Now, with Scorpio energy, it's also really important to get rid of anything that you may try to control that is outside of your control, because with Scorpio energy, it's all things that are outside of your control. You cannot control what's going on. You can't control the situations. So you have to let go of that control, okay? Chart ruler could be found in 2 places. You have one in the 12th house of unconscious qualities, also your spiritual journey as well. Just be sure to establish a connection with the universe, as well as deepen that connection if it already exists. Trusting the unknown is also going to be a theme that you're going to learn too. But you may find that if in the case that you have some unconscious qualities that you may not have learned of, that they may show up through relationships, specifically karmic relationships for you. Now, with Mars in Libra, or Libra in the 12th house in general, you do tend to attract a lot of karmic relationships, people that may not have your best intention at heart, okay? This is not to say that you won't attract a soulmate type of connection, because it's actually something that you're destined for, but it is going to come with time, since Saturn has an influence on your North Node here, and Saturn is conjunct your South Node. So you're naturally disciplined. You're naturally very independent. But part of your destiny and part of your fated events is pushing you to open yourself to other people, allowing other people to come in, because you'll never know who you'll meet. You're definitely going to meet a soulmate type of connection, but it's going to come with time, as I said, okay? Just be sure not to rush through your spiritual journey. Also, be sure not to rush through any relationships, because you just want to get to that level of comfort, okay? But once we learn those unconscious qualities, you can actually use that for your power as well. Look at God. Then your second chart ruler could be found in that second house of worth, value, material possession, really giving back to yourself through self-replenishment and filling back up your own cup as well too. Very powerful earner here. Just be sure not to over-obsess over finances or establishing your worth and value as well too, okay? You need to find a belief system, a philosophy that is in correlation with your life's purpose, or perhaps finding your own life truth, your own meaning of life, whatever that may mean to you, that will help you to step into your power too. You could definitely earn from your career status, legacy, and life's work. That will be applicable for you. Just be sure to watch for frivolous spending as well, okay? Now with, let's see here, did I say everything that I wanted to say? I did. All right, but I actually did not. So we do have a major T-square here in your first house. As I said, tapping into relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, not only makes your moon a bit stronger, but it also releases any inner conflict and tension that you're feeling within yourself, identity, independence, career status, legacy, life's work, or even who you are at a foundational level too, okay? Moving on, we have Sagittarius Aquarius in that second house there, we already said, just be sure that we're not over obsessing over money here too. But Pluto wants you to be your most vulnerable self around your worth and your value, okay? What is it that you value? Do you consider yourself to be deserving? Are you overvaluing yourself or undervaluing yourself in certain areas of your life too, pertaining to your life's purpose, okay? It is really important to understand your own personal worth and value. That's actually what's going to help you to step into your power as well too. And there is a lot of effortless energy that can really help you to execute something within your career, status, legacy, and life's work. May come with time, but it's all going to pay off well, okay? Moving on, we got quite the party in Capricorn and in Aquarius too. You got the stellium in Capricorn and Aquarius. Now I understand why you said that. I understand why you said what you said. Okay. So starting with Neptune, Venus, and Mercury here, you definitely have something to say. You definitely have a lot of opinions or thoughts to share with other people, and other people like to listen to it too. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Early on, this could have been a hard thing to do because Capricorn ruling over the third house brings some restriction to some degree. Could have been because of authority figures. It definitely could have been because of people in your life that had that power or that authority over you. So you may have visualized becoming a great communicator, or at least developing your skills. You could have even visualized becoming the jack of all trades, master of none, but even doing it better than the master of one. You could have a lot of ideas, and you could definitely execute that within your career, status, legacy, and life's work. So definitely hold on to those ideas and hold on to the faith as well too. Okay, be sure to develop that connection with the universe, because they can also give you ideas that can potentially help you within your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well too. Okay, now with Mercury in the third house, this does mean that you could have a lot of racing thoughts per se. They could also be pessimistic thoughts, since Capricorn has an influence. So watch your thought process too. Also watch for spreading misinformation or gossip. This could be quite karmic for you as well, okay? Moving on, we have Jupiter, we have Uranus and the Sun in Aquarius too. Absent parent can definitely be seen here. Could be an emotionally absent parent as well. Could be the father figure, okay? But nevertheless, you had an unconventional upbringing. Could come from a large family, but a lot of experience was gained in early childhood. Just be sure not to over-intellectualize or detach yourself from your emotions, but rather feel them through, okay? This can give you actually opportunities to really learn more about your emotional well-being as well as your emotional development as well. Now, this is all having an aspect to your career, status, legacy, and life's work. So really, since your sun is in the fourth house, you need to really focus on your personal life, prioritizing your feelings and your emotions, really prioritizing home and family, as well as listening to your intuition and not questioning it or reacting to it as well, but learning yourself at a foundational level. Just be sure to find the balance between your public and your personal life as well, okay? Also paying attention to any ideas that come about your emotional well-being or processing that, because these can be ideas that could be utilized to execute any future endeavors that you may have, okay? Then we have nothing in Pisces. We have Saturn and Aries in the sixth house. Now, I have Saturn and Aries in my chart natally. I'm not going to lie here. Not an easy placement to have. Saturn is in fall. Saturn in Aries likes to rush against the unconscious clock to get things done. And you're a very busy bee. You know how to put in the work. You know how to, put in the work to get to where you want to get to. However, it can be frustrating because things may not manifest in the time that you want them, okay? It's really learning how to slow down, to take your time, and everything is going to work out for you here. You're an excellent student of life, okay? And with this, the only reason why I say that is because you have Jupiter and Saturn sextile. But it is really important here that you're taking your time, especially within your day-to-day, to get things done, because whatever you're doing within your day-to-day is going to effortlessly have an impact on your career, status, legacy, and life's work, and on your financial well-being too. So it is important to take your time. Saturn and Aries want you to get things right the first time round, okay? Saturn and Aries can also come across a lot of challenges, obstacles, stagnation, and setbacks because of the fact that they're taking impulsive and spontaneous action. So just watch out for that as well, okay? Since Saturn does have an opposition to your Mars placement and your North Node placement as well, just be sure that you are incorporating discipline, structure, and organization within your spiritual journey as well. Implementing that within your day-to-day can help you to establish the balance, okay? Moving on, nothing in Taurus, nothing in Gemini. We do have a Leo MC here at a critical degree. Part of your mission is to help the collective to be their authentic self, to express their most authentic selves, and to build up that confidence, to put themselves out there, and to really shine their light, which means that you're going to go through your own personal journey of developing your confidence, putting yourself out there, expressing your most authentic self as well too. Now with Leo MC here, and because it's at a critical degree, you definitely may have a lot of attention on you here. Now with your MC chart, or 10th house ruler being 7 places from itself, you could do work in real estate. You definitely could be doing something that's quite original, something that's quite innovative, something that maybe a few people know how to do, or maybe perhaps you're the first person to do it. But this is something that's going to emotionally resonate with you, okay? Which leads me to my next thing. If in the cases you don't know what to do with career, status, legacy, and life's work, anything that resonates with your emotional well-being will be the thing thing to do. Something that's also original too, since the sun, your MC ruler, is in the 4th house, okay? Now, I also will say, since it does have a correlation to Jupiter and Uranus, you could definitely be teaching. You could definitely share your experience, share your story to some degree based off of the things that you had to experience to get to that specific level. But whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to be something that not many people have seen before. It's really going to progress society forward, okay? This could also be something that you're dreaming about, something that you have a lot of visions of too. It is really important here with Neptune conjunct IC to really pay attention to the dreams and the visions that you have as well too. That can also speak about earlier in life, you thought that life was normal, but then there was a certain situation that happened that kind of snapped you into reality too. That was all preparing you for your career status, legacy, and life's work, all right? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Last but not least, we have Mars in Libra here, because and I did read that within the current transit that I was doing when I first started this live. Just be sure not to rush through your healing journey or rushing in or out of relationships or business dealings, okay? That can come with some karmic influence, all right, if not careful, all right? But that's all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. And that's just how Sue sees it. That was not a C. That was like a... me, please, really needing it right now, really trying to figure myself out and finding myself out right now. Well, you guys came at such the right time, okay? Because I am offering readings. We just began, and we have some more to go too. So if in the case that you would like to have a reading, that's going to be $15, TRZO LLC, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all 3 platforms. Just be sure to include your birthday, time, and location, your birth information, okay? Just like the example that you see right there. For international birthdays, just be sure to format that month, day, year instead of day, month, year. And if you forget to send your birth information, just send it to my Instagram at TRZO, TRESCZO, okay? Desi is up next. If you guys want a reading, it's going to just be 15 doll hairs, all right? You went so fast, I wrote all of it down, most of it. Yeah, no, I have a tendency to speak fast. A lot of people have told me about that. Could be the North Node in the 3rd house in Virgo, or maybe Mercury in 5th in Scorpio too. Who knows? But I do tend to speak fast, and I do throw a lot of information at you because I just want you to learn your energy. That's it. That's all I want. But if in the case that I'm speaking a little too fast, just tell me to slow down. That's it. I hope I didn't miss any details because you did shine a lot on my Leo MC. Well, that's the goal. Your Leo MC is meant to shine. You are a star, okay? I just want you to shine bright, shine far. That's it. How do you feel when the moon is in Pisces? Well, the moon is transiting over not only my South Node, but my MC. So I feel more career-y. I feel more disciplined. I feel more like my childhood self, actually, weirdly enough. But I feel more imaginative when I listen to music. Right now I'm listening to a lot of NSYNC, like a lot of 2000s music. And I just step myself back into that time. And now is a great time to do that through music and things like that. So that's usually what I do when the moon is in Pisces. I just tap into my intuition a lot. And I tend to have a lot of philosophical thoughts too. Pisces 9th house. So that's usually how I feel when the moon is in Pisces. I don't really feel like lost or confused all that much. My dreams, oh my God, speaking of which, my dreams were so vivid last night. Like, I remember seeing the letters C-S-T-E-P, like C-step, and then, like, my older brother was there, but, like, I did not like him in my dream, like, and I made it very vocal, but I woke up feeling, like, this deep feeling in my stomach, but I remember that dream, it was so vivid, and other people were there, it was a gray sky, it was weird, definitely weird, but I remember my dreams more vividly. Thank you for the gifts, thank you. Screen record your reading, y'all. Oh, yes, please do. And if in the case that you forget to screen record, I always upload these to YouTube within the next couple of hours. So if you forget to screen record, you can go to YouTube and watch it there. You may have to watch the whole thing, but I think it's a good thing to watch. The readings, is it done on TikTok Lives? Yes, it's done here, so everybody's going to see your reading. But I do offer private readings if in the case that you're interested in that too. You can go to the link in my bio under Universal Analysis if in the case that you want a private reading, okay? I appreciate you pouring your energy to do my reading today. I did learn a lot. Of course, anytime. It's what I do. It's what I do. A moon opposing Saturn. Oh my God, yes. I'm telling you this, like, I don't know, with my South Node in Pisces conjunct my MC, I see things, and I'm seeing visions for my future. But then again, I feel as though that the universe is hiding something from me, okay? Because, I'll take the action towards what I see, and then nothing's happening. And I'm just like, I got to develop my faith and all that, But for the most part, I do like when the moon is in Pisces, It's a very elusive, mysterious energy. But I don't know, I like the energy of, like, mysterious illusion, we're a little confusing, you know what I mean? Like, I like that energy. Let's see. But period. That's right. I don't have a screen recording app, but I appreciate you uploading it to YouTube. Absolutely. Just look for today's date. Today's date's the 27th. Oop, 10:10 on my clock. Look at God. Look at that confirmation. Yes. Who else is seeing synchronicities lately? Like up the wazoo synchronicities. I've been seeing a lot of them, you know? Let's see here. What I meant Moon conjunct Saturn. Oh, yeah. But period, it's my natal moon, so I was wondering how you take that energy as someone with a lunar rising. That's interesting. Now, here's the thing, because I feel for me, as a lunar rising, there are some energies I feel more stronger than I do than others. Anytime that, like, any placements in Leo, like Moon in Leo especially, I feel that. I feel it so much, and I want somebody else to do it because I just don't want to feel it anymore. But I don't know, with Leo energy, because it's sidereal Cancer, of course you're going to feel it. Like, I'll never forget, I think it was like earlier this year, we had a full moon in Leo. Child, I've never felt pressure like I felt like that before in my lower chakras ever. You know, like I've never felt that. But that full moon in Leo I felt. Moon in Virgo, I don't feel all that much. Moon in Libra is my natal moon, so I feel more, happy during that time. Especially, also Moon in Scorpio too, which is weird because it's going through my 5th, but I feel that more. Moon in Sag, I tend to feel more optimistic because towards the end of Moon in Scorpio, I start feeling like a little finicky. Moon in Capricorn, I just feel disciplined. I don't feel pessimistic or anything like that. I just feel like optimistic for the future or very ambitious. Let's see, Moon in Aquarius, it goes through my 8th house, but weird enough, when the moon goes through my 8th house, I feel optimistic because Jupiter's there. Then Pisces, I already told ya. Moon in Aries, I don't really feel all that much. I just stay inside because I know it's an accident-prone energy. And then Moon in Taurus is stable energy. And then Moon in Gemini, my subconscious is chatty during that time. Let's see here. All right, so we're about to get to Desi's reading in just a moment. I'm just answering some more questions. I've been seeing 111 a lot too. Same here. Hello, for those that are coming in, 1111. Ooh, make a wish. Is it possible to not show my birth info when you're inputting it? Oh, yeah, absolutely. No problem. Any advice for Leo risings? I can do that in a bit. And wow, you're probably aligned. Look at that. Look. Leo moon feels negative somehow. Can't really explain. Is it because it's the sidereal Cancer? But interesting how you feel. Trevor, how do you feel about a Taurus rising and a Leo rising dating? It depends on what else is in the chart. But if we're going just solely based off of risings, I feel like Leo will bring comfort to Taurus. Will bring a lot of happiness and luxuries to Taurus. And Taurus will bring a lot of realizations to Leo. Could bring a lot of ambitions out of Leo. Could help Leo to organize their life on a public scale. Can also help Leo to see or get through any challenges and obstacles in their lives. So it's a good fit, but it could come with a little bit of challenge. All right, so we're on to Desi. I'm just going to put my phone over here. You can look at my lovely couch and outlet and where the phones used to be while we put in Desi's information. Let's see here. Oh, this actually may be very easier because I can just type and chat and look this way. And oh, gosh. Okay, let's see. Asana. That's what I'm looking for. All right. I think it's more because Leo is in my 8th house, and 8th house has associations with fear and anxiety. But you shine in transformation, I'll tell you that. Also, Moon in the 8th house is usually not a good placement for the moon either, so that's probably why you feel it much more, too. Who knows what that couch has seen? I'm still learning myself. Look, we don't know what that couch has seen days. We'll never know. Maybe I should look up its birth chart. And let's see. All right, let's get to Desi's reading up here. I'm just going to check those critical degrees. All right, let's see what's going on here. Sun 15 Cancer, Moon 20 Pisces, Mercury 11 Leo, Venus 1 Gemini, Mars 18 Cancer, Jupiter 15 Aquarius retrograde, Saturn 21 Scorpio retrograde. Saturn is a critical degree. Okay, Uranus 14 Sagittarius retrograde, Neptune 1 Capricorn retrograde, Neptune's at a critical degree. Pluto 1 Scorpio retrograde, North Node 15 Taurus retrograde, Chiron 11 Gemini, Ascendant 29 Scorpio, Ascendant at a critical degree. Sending thoughts and prayers for your Ascendant. Hopefully I did that right. Anyway, MC 28 Leo. Okay. Very cute chart. Oh, let's see here. It seems like a cute chart. I like it. I take it to lunch. Let's see here. Okay, I'm a nosy bee. We're all nosy in our own ways. We're all nosy. Are you using whole signs for reading? Yes, I'm using whole signs for the readings. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right, let's see here. Okay, so part of your ascension requires you to focus on your healing journey, prioritizing your healing journey, as well as going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, making peace with your past. Letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path. Okay, it helps you to step into your power, but you may find anytime that you're being yourself, people have something to say. They may find your energy intimidating. They may find that you're being too serious. There's always something. For starters, don't take on that projection, because everybody's just bitter that they see something within you that they think that is not within themselves, but it is. Okay. When you have Pluto in the first house, you need to be on a healing journey with this energy here. Okay, because this energy is a very transformative energy. The universe removes your mask from life, makes you to be an authentic being. Okay, you'll be surprised how many people are wearing their mask when the universe takes off yours. Okay, but with this placement, it is really important to step into your power by focusing on yourself, identity, independence, taking action towards your life's direction, as well as giving back to yourself through self-nourishment here, okay? Any actions that you're taking towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well, it's going to need some consistency, structure, and organization, okay? But nevertheless, if you keep up with that, you're going to see success manifest within career, status, legacy, and life's work. May take some time, but it's all going to work out for you. Now, with Saturn and Scorpio, I'm not going to lie here. Your Saturn return, it must have been an energy that just did not affect just you. It affected other people too. But I will say here, since it is in the 12th house in Placidus, this may have been things that could have been unseen. There could have been a lot of unconscious qualities that could have came up to the surface when you did have your Saturn return. But since Saturn is moving away from the ascendant, you may not feel this energy as much, but there are some lessons that you need to learn about some unconscious qualities that may present, okay? Off to a walk now. Have a good day, Trevor, and everyone else on this live. You too. Definitely. I hope to see you again on Friday. Let's see here. Okay, so you have two chart rulers. First one we already described. That's in the first house. So self-identity, independence, taking action towards your life's direction, and giving back to yourself through self-nourishment will be highlighted, as well as your second ruler, which is going to be in that 9th house of philosophy, belief system, finding your own meaning of life, as well as going towards your life's purpose. Okay, it's actually a major focus for you. But when you're finding a belief system, a certain philosophy in life, just be sure that it resonates with you on an emotional level. Otherwise, it gets the chop, okay? But I will say here, with Mars and Cancer, couple of things. For starters, do not rush through figuring out your life's purpose or rush through finding a belief system or a philosophy, because this can lead to psychological damage. Also, facing your emotions head on will be very recommended for you, because if you do bottle up your emotions, this can lead to violent outbursts and lashing out. And we wouldn't want that, now would we? Okay, you're very much in alignment with your dharmic path here. You have a grand trine here within the 1st, the 5th, and the 9th house. So that's really great that I'm seeing here, okay? Moving on, we do have Sagittarius in that 2nd house. Watch for frivolous spending. Just be sure that we're not spending more than what is coming in, or vice versa. Money can definitely come in suddenly. Money can definitely leave just as suddenly too. All right, so just be sure that we're paying attention to our spending. You may have a different approach to your belief system, maybe that one that's more unconventional. You could just have different beliefs altogether. Just be sure that they're in alignment with your worth and value, okay? Other people can definitely see your worth and value. It's up to you to see it within yourself, okay? Now, I will say here, with Chiron in the 8th house, there could be wounds pertaining to intimacy, vulnerability, going below the surface, your healing journey, as well as transformation. Could have gone through some traumatic experiences. Also could have gone through experiences where you thought you were developing a connection with somebody that was deep, when in reality they didn't have your best intention at heart. Just be sure, first and foremost, to find an outlet to get your words and thoughts out there, to speak up for yourself, rather this be journaling, rather this be speaking to the universe or writing the letter that has never been delivered. Whatever method works for you, definitely do that. Also prioritizing your healing journey, of course, but also taking the time to tap into your belief system. Those things will all help you to heal yourself, which could potentially help you to heal other people. Also, speaking about your own healing journey, definitely spreading information on that can also help you to heal yourself and to heal others too, because other people will be receptive to the information that you have to share in terms of that. Okay, we do have Neptune in Capricorn. May yearn to be a great speaker. Definitely may yearn to share your ideas and thoughts with people as well. Now, with this being in Capricorn, you may have felt restricted early on in regards to speaking up for yourself, in regards to developing your skills as well. Siblings, cousins, your immediate environment can definitely have an influence here. But I will say, as time progresses, this Neptune is actually getting better with time. So just be sure that you are actually developing a relationship with the universe, because this can actually help you to become a better speaker or help you to become better within your communicative endeavors. Also, just watch your thoughts, because this can bring pessimistic thoughts with Capricorn's influence in that third household sign. Okay. But I will say, any ideas that actually come from the divine can actually help you within your career status, legacy, and life's work as well, okay? Moving on, we do have Jupiter in Aquarius, could come from a big family. Now, I will say here, there's a lot of opportunity to learn about your emotional well-being and emotional intelligence as well, to learn yourself at a foundational level. This is actually going to go in tandem with your North Node, so fated events will definitely push you towards this. There may be some inner conflict and tension here, is because your emotional well-being is definitely going to be something that you should implement within relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. This will actually help you a lot to learn what it is that you value in a connection, okay? When you're learning your own emotional well-being, okay? So you can actually turn this tension into something that you can use in a means for success and achievement as well, okay? But I will say, just be sure not to detach yourself from your emotions or over-intellectualize your emotions, but rather feel them through as well, okay? There is going to be an opposition to your 10th house here, career, status, legacy, and life's work, so just be sure to find the balance between your public and your private life as well. All right. I actually also like to see this opposition of Mercury and Jupiter, because this means that you're meant to share your story, share some experience pertaining to your early life, or even pertaining to your career status, legacy, and life's work as well too. You're meant to speak on something and become confident in that speaking as well too. All right, moving on, we do have 5th house Pisces moon here. You do find emotional fulfillment through creativity, expressing your most authentic self, and just having fun, enjoying life for its recreation, okay? Developing a connection with the universe, really being in tune with your spiritual development journey can also help you to find emotional fulfillment. Just be sure here to watch for overindulgence, okay? Having too much fun, all right? Because with the moon in Pisces, it's just Pisces in the 5th house in general, since it's Jupiter ruled, it can tend to overindulge. So just watch out for that, okay? But I will say your emotional well-being can also tie into you being in alignment with your life's purpose or your belief system as well. So just be sure that your belief system are in alignment with your authentic self, your expression of your authentic self, okay? And this could definitely help you to learn more lessons about who you are. It can actually help you to master yourself too, okay? Moving on, we have nothing in Aries. North Node in Taurus is definitely bringing some more mundane and tangible energy towards your day-to-day. Instead of focusing on the vision, instead of focusing on your spiritual journey, instead of focusing on your dreams, you're really here to make your dreams a tangible reality with it being in Taurus, and it is going to be around for a long time. But this process of getting there, it's like watching paint dry, absolutely. With North Node in Taurus, it's all about patience, okay? Because it takes patience to build that thing that's going to last a very long time. But also, North Node in Taurus is teaching you a lot about your worth and value. It's teaching you a lot about establishing the balance between giving and receiving as well, okay? So implementing things within your spiritual journey, within your day-to-day will definitely be of service here for you. But also just be sure here that you're valuing yourself within your day-to-day, doing something for yourself within your day-to-day that helps you to establish that worth and value, okay? Moving on, we do have Venus and Chiron in Gemini. We already talked about Chiron and Gemini, so we won't touch too much on that. With Venus and Gemini conjunct the descendant, watch for people-pleasing. Definitely watch for giving to other people to your detriment, okay? With Venus and Gemini, in terms of relationship, you need stimulation. You need somebody who's going to really, not challenge your intellect, but really correlate with your intellect. Somebody who goes in flow with that as well. Somebody who's not afraid to share what they've learned with you pertaining to their worth and value, or just pertaining to something that they find interesting, okay? It's really also important to have a relationship with yourself. It's the best relationship that you can have. That can actually help you to attract the relationship that is meant for you, okay? Now, we do see a T-square here with the MC being at the apex. Tapping into your emotional well-being will actually help you to alleviate any inner conflicts and tension, which can serve a major benefit towards relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts as well, okay? okay? Then we have the sun in Cancer. We have Mars in Cancer. We already went over that, so I'm not going to delve too much into that as well. We do have Mercury and Leo in that 10th house there. So just be sure that we are becoming confident in speaking about perhaps our early childhood, perhaps learning the lessons that we've had to learn early on, and just speaking that on the grand scale in front of the masses as well. Part of your mission in this life is to become confident and to express your authentic self and to help others do that same, which means you're going to go through your own journey of developing your confidence, putting yourself out there, shining your light, and just enjoying life for its recreation, okay? Just be sure to watch out for any unconscious tendencies. Only reason I say that is your MC ruler is 12 places from itself. They can tend to present within your career status like it's seen life's work. And if not careful, this can lead to other people seeing things within you that you may not be ready to hear because you have not seen it within yourself. So the remedy to that is spending time by yourself to align yourself more with your energy. All right, let's see here. We have nothing in Virgo and nothing in Libra. So that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Well, we have nothing going on right now. So readings are still open. Oh, wow. Let me put that over here. Readings are still open for those that would want a reading. It doesn't seem like many people want a reading today, which is okay. But we're just going to take a look at the polls. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 22-22, tied with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, 44-44. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, 11-11. I love the synchronicities that we're seeing today. But Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces are losing. They've just not been on it for the last couple of days. Happens. Let's see here. Can everybody still hear me? Because it's being a little quiet. Just making sure. Just making sure. That's right. All right, let's see what else is going on here. And if you guys have any questions pertaining to astrology, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I just may go right now, if that's the case. But for those that were asking about a reading, readings are still open. They're just 15 all hairs. All right, or 15's all hairs. But I'll give it, I'll say this is the last call then. I'll say last call. Last call, last call. But people are quiet today. Oh, did it just reload? All right, so I guess readings are closed then, since nobody wants the ratings. 8th house, Moon and Saturn conjunct 13 degrees Aquarius. What is the question so I can better assist? Let's see here. So we'll just do a Q&A for right now. And if people are interested in readings, we'll get to them when we get to them. All right, so let's see here. Do I also do asteroid readings? I honestly don't, because it's not that I don't incorporate the asteroids into my readings. I'm learning slowly how to do it. That's really where my Capricorn energy is in terms of astrology, is implementing the asteroids into my readings. I just got around to really doing Lilith, but I still don't incorporate it into my professional readings that much, unless people ask for it, of course. But I feel like I can find everything that I'm looking for through the regular planets, so I don't really incorporate asteroids all that much, but I'm interested in learning about them. I know Juno, I know, of course, Vesta, Ceres, the common ones. I know the common ones, but when you start getting into the nooks and the depths, I really don't know much about them. But let's see. 8th house Moon and Saturn conjunct 13 degrees Aquarius. What does it mean? It's my natal placements. So when Moon is conjunct Saturn, this can bring a restriction energy towards your emotions. Perhaps you could be more reserved. You may not express your emotions more openly, especially with it being an Aquarius. You may over-intellectualize or detach yourself from emotions altogether. But there's a lesson here, okay? Because you may suppress your emotions, especially with it being in the 8th house. So you need to prioritize your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, really making peace with your past, letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment. That way you can get in alignment with your dharmic path, the path that you're meant to be on. But with the 8th house Moon, it's really dealing with any suppressed emotions when they come up and not intellectualizing them or bringing logic towards them either, okay? But rather just feeling them through. Emotional regulation is also going to be some themes that you're going to learn too. All right. So let's see here. All right, so I guess that's going to be it for today. It doesn't seem that anybody else would want some reading. So I guess I'm just going to leave you with this then. So if in the case that you would like to book a private reading, you could just book on Universal Analysis. I do astrology, numerology, and tarot. We spend an hour usually looking at your charts. So we laugh, we cry, we do all the A words. It's a good time. So if in the case that you're interested with that, just look at the link in my bio. It's under Universal Analysis, okay? And then if in the case that you're interested in astrology books, for those that would like to learn more about their own chart, learning how to read their own chart, as well as just the astrology basics, you could also look at the Beginner's Guide to Life Astrology edition that teaches you all about the astrology basics and how to read your chart. The Astrological Tea, Falling Down the Rabbit Hole, is just more of my observations and opinions on astrology in the mainstream, tropical versus sidereal versus true sidereal versus draconic. I go all in depth with that. So if in the case that you're interested in that read, that's also in the link in my bio, but it's all under Trevor Sebastian Publishing, okay? I have Venus conjunct Mars. What does that mean? I actually have Venus conjunct Mars as well too. This just means that like it's actually a very physical connection with this, because it's a balance of the physical masculine and feminine energies. So when they're blended into one, depending on the sign, it could be great, it could be bad, or just not applicable. But Venus conjunct Mars usually is the blending of energy and drive and your worth and value. So the things that you're going after are usually the things that can contribute towards something that can help you to establish your worth and value, bring in some money, as well as help you in relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection. But it's also merging that independence with dependence, okay? Scorpio, Venus, and Libra, Mars. Oh, so they're actually a mutual reception with each other, even if they're conjunct as well, too. Because Venus is home to Libra, Mars is home to Scorpio traditionally. So it's a mutual reception. So those two areas of life are actually going to have a lot of energy exchange with each other. Now, I know that they're conjunct, and I know that you may find them to be in the same house. Whole sign, they're going to be in two very different houses. They're going to manifest in totally different areas of your life, okay? When are you doing your live readings next? On Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I usually do live readings. So if in the case that you are interested, I'm always here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So follow me. That way you get notified when I go live here, okay? But I'm gonna say ciao for now. And I guess I will see you guys Friday. So take care. Bye-bye.